Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to Car Question. Matt is a real happy guy today because I'm gonna test the new Bronco Sport. Oh, Kiwi. I know this is not the Bronco, the biggest one, but Ford played a simple game here, but it's really ingenious because, you know, back in the days, you had the Bronco II, which was smaller with a V6 engine. The Bronco Sport is equivalent to this one, but the big Bronco is gonna be playing in the big lead off-road territory. This is the one who's gonna be facing the famous Jeep Wrangler. The Bronco Sport is facing some little smaller sport utility vehicle, but it's one of the most capable off-road, and we tested it and it's real true. So if you're watching, let's say, Folie de Graduation, but you're gonna see that Bronco at the beginning with the top off, well, this is gonna be the other big one. But this one, the Bronco Sport, is based on the Ford Escape SUV, but this machine has nothing to do with it. Suspension is different, all-wheel drive system is different, the look is completely different, the interior space, a little bit smaller though, but it's completely different, and you've got also the engine. There is no possibility to go with the hybrid in the Bronco Sport. But look at that design. I love how closely it's looking like its big brother. I just love to see something unique now on the market, and this is where it's gonna score a lot with the buyers. I know we are rolling winter tires. It's kind of sad here in Quebec City, but still, usually if you're gonna go with the Badlands version, by the way, this is the version that I recommend to you because this is the most capable off-road, biggest engine, and you have some goodies that we will talk about a little bit later. But if you look at that rugged look, you can see that it's a real impressive machine, and it's the most capable off-road when you see that logo right there on the side door. Interior, I just love all the stuff in there. This is a pretty neat interior with some comfortable seats that are looking just like what we used to have in the Bronco of the past. You've got also the storage for your cell phone. Once again, a lot of storage, rubber. This won't sleep, those won't move if you go off-road. You've got also the interior. You're gonna see a lot of rubber. This is gonna be really easy to clean. This is optional though in the Badlands that we have. You've got a 400-watt power inverter right there in the rear. You can plug anything that you want, and I really love when you open the trunk. I'm really tall, 6'2", and as soon as I step in, there's nothing rubbing my head. You've got a big opening, and you can play simply with the little table that they've added also in the trunk. You've got Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, 8-inch screen with the Sync 3 system. You've got a great sound system in the Badlands models that we are riding, and you've got also the possibility to open some beverage with that little gadget right there in the rear. Space in the rear though is a little bit restrained, but those are still comfortable for the size of this SUV. I love the design. I love also what they've added here in the center console, easy access for your off-road need with the G.O.A.T mode. And you've got two choice of engine, 1.5 liter 3-cylinder, same as the Ford Escape, but don't go with that one. No. Go with the 2-liter. You're gonna have much more power, 250 horsepower, 277 pound-foot of torque, and it's mated to an 8-speed automatic, which is kind of great, but there is no low range though in the Bronco lineup, even with the Badlands model. What is a Badlands model? It's gonna have everything that you need to make that little Bronco Sport unstoppable in off-road territory. This is real aggressive. You've got the suspension, which is gonna have a inch of ground clearance. You've got an upgraded 4-wheel drive system with a special rear differential, twin clutch rear drive unit, and as soon as you press on that button, it's gonna lock the rear, and the Bronco is able to send power to one wheel with traction. Impressive in the snow, impressive off-road, impressive in diagonal testing. This is one of the most capable SUV that we saw since a long time. You will have the possibility to use trail control, which is some kind of cruise control for off-roading. You've got a forward-looking 100-degree camera, which is perfect to see what's ahead, even if you can see that this machine has pretty amazing attack and departure angle. Sometimes some camera will help you to get the best out of this machine on the trail. Towing capacity is going to be between 2,000 and 2,200 pounds. This is not amazing, but it's going to be enough for most of the work. Once you're going to be driving on the highway, the steering feels a little bit numb in some kind of way, and even with the winter tires, it feels a little bouncy though. It's not really impressive. It's still comfortable though, but not a sporty drive if you want to know. Once you're gonna get off-road though, this is smooth. That stronger suspension is real amazing. It's not gonna be harsh, it's not gonna be too soft, it's gonna be able to take a pounding. And how about traction? As soon as you're gonna select the different G.O.A.T mode that you want to, and look at the hill that we try to climb. Okay, first of all, this vehicle is owned by Ford. I don't want to bring it in two pieces, so we have to be careful. And still, there's a little lag of turbo sometimes that with momentum, you don't know, you're not sure, you don't want to rob it. And look at the hitch was full of sand though. So we tried many times, and also we were rolling winter tires. Those are not appropriate for off-road, but this was the equipment on the vehicle when we tested it. So it can be even more amazing with some off-road tire, all-terrain tires. Put on some great aggressive tread on that, and you're gonna see how far you will be able to go. And that traction is still incredible. That hill was really tall. It was real kind of crazy to get the traction and that momentum right there to make sure that we don't rub anything. Even if the ground clearance is not that impressive, this is one capable off-road machine that I have all my confidence in it. And also, as soon as you're gonna put that G.O.A.T mode into sports mode, you're gonna hear that engine noise, which is gonna be a little bit more fun if you like some sporty maneuvers. When it comes to off-road, sand was real easy. You can sand that machine. There is enough power to get some real amazing fun. Sometimes the turbo lag though really gets annoying. You're gonna step on it, it's gonna wait. If you use sand mode, it's gonna try and keep that momentum. So make sure that you choose the mode carefully on the type of terrain that you're gonna face. Otherwise, impressive machine off-road. I'm kind of repeating myself, but that is so true. So minus points, you've got that direction that feels kind of numb on the highway. You've got the restraint space in the rear. If you've got tall passenger, they're not gonna really like that over a long period of time though. And you've got that whoosh of the turbo. Even if you drive in normal mode, you kind of hear the wind in the back, and it's kind of annoying. And it's even worse in sports mode though. On the plus side though, you've got that mobile base cam, you've got the towing hook up front, you've got all those different terrain mode. You've got some amazing feature for boat, adventure, and your daily work in the city. You've got tons of customization possible, and you've got that rugged styling of the Bronco that I really like. So, Escape or Bronco, by the way, feel free to tell me. But if fuel efficiency and more interior space is your thing, feel free to go with the Escape. But seriously, Canadian price 30,000 versus 33K. Even if I don't recommend to go with the base version of the Bronco Sport, because the Badlands version is so impressive, still this is a good upgrade over the Escape, and I really like the styling. So Badlands for the wins, Bronco for the wins also. Feel free to tell me what you think of that awesome machine right here in the comments. Thumbs up, subscribe, and I'm gonna see you another day on another video of Car Question.